And we're here now with Bradley Grothus, the de facto mouthpiece of the Grothus Dragbike family. And as they continue to bring all kinds of new products and extremely competent products to the fore, I guess it's time to talk about something new. What do we know, Brad?
Well, Bill, how are you? It is a great day for drag racing. What a great event we've had so far to end out the year down here in South Georgia. The Mancup is the place to race. There's no doubt about that. At Grothus Dragbikes, we've been working hard truly all year. We've moved shops into about a 10,000 square foot building where we've got our machine shop and all of our race equipment now in one place, which is making our whole operation a whole lot sweeter. And we've really been working hard on our front wheel program and our front wheel project here the last couple months. We were hoping to have one down here on the display table on the manufacturer's midway, but time got the best of us. But we do have our new beadlock rear wheel on the display table, which can come in a variety of different sizes, and front wheels will be done here before long, and hoping to make a long off-season selling a lot of product.
Well, so now you're going to continue expanding the product line, the wheel product line, into front wheels. And, of course, you know, if I may inject a bit of a personal preference on front wheels, I've been around this sport for a good long time, longer than I'd like to admit sometimes. And one of the things that I've been a little concerned with over the years is how spindly some of the front wheels have become. In the quest for lightness, what we're doing is we're basically putting bicycle wheels on our landing gear. And if you think about it, on an airplane, the landing gear and its associated structure is really the strongest part of the airplane. And I've often wondered why we'll put mini bike front ends and bicycle wheels on the, on drag bikes that can set that tire down with extreme force at high speeds. Why are we asking for trouble? So now, I didn't mean to ambush you with that concern, but tell me about how this wheel fits into that. What are we looking at as far as strength and robustness, and what's the overall intention?
Well, obviously our first intention is to make a real quality piece that we're happy to have people purchase and run on their motorcycle drag bike, something that we're happy to have our name on. And truly, that's probably one of the reasons why the project didn't get finished yet, is because we take so much time working on one piece at a time to make sure it is a very high quality piece. So it's going to be light. Right now I can tell you that it is a 5-spoke design, and clearly safety is of highest concern. In our SolidWorks programs, we can run stress tests on them and make sure we know where the weakest areas are and where we can improve on those. So yeah, absolutely, I can agree with you that they do need to be strong. A lot of the bikes out here, especially in Pro Mod, where we've sold most of our chassis, carry that front wheel for a while, but when they come down, there's plenty of force pushing them there. So our other big project, that since we acquired PMFR earlier this year, is bringing the PMFR front end back. We've had quite a bit of interest in that, and that is a project we're going to fully indulge on this winter.
So the PMFR front end, certainly a standard of the industry for many years, and certainly also coveted for its strength as well as its lightness, and that's always the key, finding the right balance between strength and weight. It's such a weight-conscious sport, but we've seen even a lot of folks in the very fast classes these days applying OEM front ends, and I like that practice, but some of that stuff is heavy, and that is the downfall. So it's great to see some new action being put towards a competent but lightweight and highly pedigreed product. So I'm really interested to see how this all turns out.
Yeah, we're real excited. Ever since we started negotiations and purchasing PMFR, we've known that they were a great brand, and they've been a brand that's been around for a long time. A trusted brand that also has high quality, just like our Grothus Dragbikes product line does. So as I've said many times before, we're going to continue to keep the most popular PMFR products around, things such as sprockets, front and rear, brake systems, brake calipers, brake rotors, and before long, front ends. We've got a lot of the pieces when we took over PMFR's inventory earlier this year. There's just a couple more things that we really need to finish machining, and I think a lot of the motorcycle drag racing community will be happy to have that choice back out there and available for purchase.
Yeah, absolutely. You're filling a void that the cessation there and just somewhat uncertainty surrounding the future of PMFR put a lot of racers in an area that they just weren't comfortable with. So a lot of strength there, and glad to hear about the new facility. 10,000 square feet. Now, is that still in the Davenport, Iowa area?
We are actually north of Davenport, the Quad City area. We are now in DeWitt, Iowa. It's about 20 minutes north of town. That's actually where I'm now living, and it's a great place to live, a nice small community here in the heartland of America, as I like to say it, and it's really shaped up to be a great place for us.
Outstanding, and I still regret that during our last pass through there, we didn't have a chance to stop in and see Aubrey and I, of course, were doing a little bit of cross-country work coming back from Colorado and headed up to the Chicago area to see family, and we just ran out of time. But I assure you, next time we get through there, we owe you a visit, and I greatly look forward to it, especially this new facility, and I know you'll continue to grow in the sport. You folks have made quite an impact so far, and I expect that to continue. So, other than the front ends and the front wheels, is there anything new coming from Grothus Dragbike that you can talk about? I don't want to, I don't want to get into top secret stuff. Not yet. I know how it is. We got to retain that competitive edge. Can't show the entire hand.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot that we got up our sleeve. We this offseason are going to put a big focus on the sportsman racers. Our roots are in ET racing and sportsman racing. Obviously, we race Pro Mod and have had quite a bit of success there. But sportsman racers are the backbone of the drag racing community. We greatly value them, and that's what we're really going to focus on a lot this offseason. So I'm looking forward to getting back up here during some 460 qualifying, and we'll talk more then.
Sounds good. Well, today's sportsman racers are tomorrow's Pro Mod racers, so that's a great plan. Get their attention now and keep it as they continue on through their drag racing careers. Well, everybody, that's a little bit of time with Brad from Grothus Dragbikes. Always a pleasure having you up here, Brad.
You betcha. Great talking with you, too.
Thank you very much.